Okay, today we're going to make a wild turkey stew. Pretty simple recipe. Most of my stuff that I cook, I like to keep it simple because if it's something you can whip up in 20 minutes, half an hour, you're more apt to make it. I mean, if it takes you all day to make a stew, it's kind of discouraging. Most of us don't have that kind of time. But anyway, this is one of my favorite easy recipes. And first of all, you need a wild turkey. And this is about a 22-pound bird, so I got half a breast. I have some V8 hot and spicy, onions, celery, garlic, can of black beans, can of whole kernel white corn, red potatoes, carrots, garden fresh frozen peas, the Old Bay, as always, some Lezano sauce, cumin, this is basil, oregano, and parsley, and the 3 spices, and some more oregano from our garden. Actually, we dried it, so, and celery seed that I like to pound into submission. So anyway, first we gotta get some, and I'll cook it in my cast iron Le Creuset pot, which I like for doing. I like to cook in cast iron pretty much anyway, and I like the Le Creuset because it's, if I'm cooking inside, it's, you know, nice and finished inside and kind of neat. It's a nice pot, it should be. So first we'll get going with some olive oil. And I'm just going to sear up some garlic, get that going. Again, I buy them already peeled, so it's that much easier. And also I press my garlic, which a lot of chefs argue because they like to cut out the heart and actually, you know, cut it and vaporize it in the pan without the heart. They say the heart makes it bitter. There's some truth to that, but again, it's more about simplicity, and it works. The garlic press works really good, to be honest with you. So I press about 8 to 10 cloves. And I also throw a few whole cloves in the stew. You gotta be careful you don't overcook the garlic. Doesn't take much. And then I like to get my onions in there and get those caramelizing after we cut them up. Those caramelizing up. Then we cut up our turkey into little cubes. And it's kind of, you cut it up pretty much any way you want. I try to go against the grain at a 45, and then, but it's pretty tender right out of the, to be honest with you. The breast is really good. Depending on how big you want your cubes, I tend to like them on the large size. But when you bite into them, you know you're into a piece of meat. That's about how I like them. Like that. Once those onions are caramelized, throw your meat in. I guess it's probably 1.5 pounds of actual meat there. So we actually cook that right through. With the onions, you get that all cooked up. While that's going, you cut your celery and you cut your potatoes, carrots, and all that stuff. Once you get your meat cooked up, I like to cook that covered too, by the way. Throw in your celery, potatoes, carrots, and I do manage to get a few in the pot. And take our can of corn. Can of black beans strained. And I mentioned I like garlic. You never have too much garlic. I would throw a little bit in just to keep it interesting. Down there. Something I didn't mention is need a can of diced tomatoes. That always, I forget to put that in the lineup. Farm fresh peas, frozen. Those will thaw out in no time. I like to use frozen peas better because they're more snappy. Get some spices in there. Good old celery seed. One of my favorite spices to put in. Marzano sauce. If you're not familiar with that, it's like a kind of a cumin taste. Speaking of cumin, can't go wrong with cumin. This is my allspice. Basically, oregano, parsley, and basil. And then our own oregano. Love oregano, fresh oregano. And the old standby. Old Bay. Can't go wrong with Old Bay. And even if you want to throw a couple of bay leaves in, not a bad thing. Yeah. Peppercorn. Oh, that smells good. And then a little bit of sea salt. Mix her up. Oh yeah. Ooh. No turkey stew would be complete without a can of PBR. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but Mike DeLucia and I are going ice fishing Monday. And this is what we'll be having for lunch. Oh yeah. It'll taste really good by then. It's been on about about an hour. Oh yeah. Let's see. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, there you go. Wild turkey stew. Let that set for about an hour. Have some for dinner. Ooh.